just make sure. So these are the 4 bonuses you'll get: Kubernetes on AWS, DevOps, case study, and CV review. This Kubernetes on AWS is going to be go away immediately when we I'll be a few more minutes here and then we'll wrap it up. So this will not be available after that. So those who are still borderline, if you really want, I think this is the best time because you're going to get Kubernetes on AWS on. So I just want to we'll take question answers because we have a lot of question answers. I want to cover as many as I can, or we have already extended a lot more than we usually do timing wise. But as I said, in last 10 years, both cameramen and pilots were replaced. So make sure it's time to upgrade. And I say it's not, but this is the reality. If you don't upgrade, if you don't learn new things, you'll be replaced. So it's time to upgrade yourself. So if you're interested, you have 2 options: 1 single payment of $497 or 6 monthly payment of $97 each. Now, these are some of the success stories. I've covered few of them, but there's a lot more. And I think Kamla was already here. As you're already part of our AWS Solution Architect. Brilliant. I see a couple of guys of you are already here. So these are some of the guys, Shane, Pablo, of strong reservations about this. Here, took a leap of faith, Palium. This bonus is here for 14-15 minutes or whatever questions I can cover, and after that we'll close this session as well from here. So let me hand it over to my team. This is where as well. Noor, I'm going to pick up your questions. I'll just take a sip of water, then take a break, and then I'll open up, not break, I'll open up this and I'll go on to my screen. Hold on 1 second. Onto my laptop, I'll open up the video as well. And big congratulations for those who already paid. Thank you very much, guys. Sorry for this. And as I said, Aaron, I'll take care of any technical questions. So sorry for keeping you keeping you here for longer. As I said, sorry. Yeah, team, can you share the questions or read out the questions one by one, please?
Yeah, the first question is from Noor, and she's asking, I'm a DBA. Do I need to do cloud DBA, then AWS professional, or solution architect? Any suggestion before I go ahead?
Oh, I think it's a good point. I think eventually, why not do or like people say, oh, should I do AWS or this or that? My question will be, why not both or why not all? Now the question comes, should I do this first or should I do that first? So I think I can unmute you and ask questions as well. Noor, if you're still here and you want to ask this question via the answer, I want to know a little bit more about what you do as a DBA, because I used to be a DBA earlier. I started my career as an apps DBA back in 2000. I was placed from a campus, and then I worked for Oracle as a e-business suite DBA, then moved to Imperial College in London, managing their portal with their e-business suite, and then I moved into identity management. So if you want, we can unmute. I need to understand a little bit which database administration, which database you used to manage, so I can suggest you accordingly. I need a little bit more from you. Okay, let me start my webcam. How do I start my video? Okay, I think I'm okay. Access, yes, great, good one, guys. Thank you, everyone. Okay, brilliant. So first of all, big congratulations for those who have paid. Okay, Postgres, Oracle. Okay, so since you have done a lot of things, you're doing your work as a Noor, you're doing Oracle MySQL, DBA Oracle. So where do you see more jobs, Noor? I think the best I would say is a best job. If you were doing just a plain Oracle database, just Oracle database, I would have suggested you Oracle Cloud DBA. But you're doing a lot of other things as well. Within the program, there is a database part as well. So we'll be talking about database. What all databases we are going to talk about. We are going to talk about RDS, relational data services. We are going to talk about DynamoDB. We are going to talk about Postgres SQL itself. And we're going to talk Oracle database. We're going to create some of these databases, MySQL database. We're going to create that. So you want to learn those on AWS Cloud. We are going to cover that. Now, the question is, should you do DBA, Cloud DBA first? I think I would leave to you. Where do you see more jobs? But if you have to learn all this in cloud, there is a dedicated module for that. And we are going to, in fact, do Aurora database. We are going to do, I think MySQL database is there. And there's a DynamoDB. We are happy to add other databases as well. Exadata, if you want to do Exadata, then you should go for Oracle database. We have a DB to Cloud DBA program. My team will help you with that. In that, we cover Exadata Cloud Service. So if you're doing Exadata, you should be, Exadata is only supported on Oracle, and Oracle Exadata, Oracle DB to Cloud DBA, we have a separate program. Reach out to my team. We cover Exadata Cloud Service and Exadata Cloud at Customer. Okay, next one, please. Noor. If you put your country code and phone number, my team will help you, Noor. Next one, please.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question is from Siva, and he's asking what kind of projects we will get chance to work from K21 Academy.
Okay, so the project will be, I wish I could have bought that exit project. I should have bought an exit project, but these are real, okay, these are not actual customer project because our customers, we can't reveal there and we are under NDA, but something what you're going to do on a real implement or similar to those, we are going to do that. What I can do is, we can send over the email what kind of project. I think that should be coming in an email what kind of project we are going to do. So that will cover that. So I'll put it in. Sorry, I could have come with more information because we introduced a couple of projects recently. So I want to give you more information. So let me, who this question is, please put your phone number and and the email address. My team will help you with that. And anyway, I'm going to put this in an email. That's a good question. I should have done a little bit more. I should have covered in a little bit depth. Maybe next time I do these sessions, I'll do that. Next one, please.
Yeah, the next question is from Sandeep, and he's asking, I'm in the telecom domain, having 10 plus years of experience, but from 4 plus years, I'm in incident management. How this course will help me?
Oh, great. So if you're doing incident management, that's one part of that incident management. You probably, whatever incident management you're doing, you're going to do it on cloud as well. But I think it's high time you should start learning and doing onto cloud, because those incident management, environment management, deployments, configuration management, testing, all these are part of DevOps that will come under a DevOps principle. So you should be definitely doing DevOps. And then how do you manage those incidents? How do you manage those issues? How do you troubleshoot those issues? Those things will be covered inside the program for you. And I think in DevOps, there is a principle, there is a how do you handle this incident management. In DevOps Foundation, we're going to cover that as well, please. Next one.
Yeah, the next question is from Soji, and he's asking, typically as a beginner, how long would it take to learn the material and land into a job?
Okay, I think I would give yourself, it depends now how much time you spend. If you're spending what we are doing 4 hours a day, no, 4 hours Saturday, Sunday, and 1 hour each per weekday for practice. Anything ranging from 8 to 12 weeks. Okay, you might be able to do, give yourself, I think that's what, if you have not done these things in past, that's what you should be doing in my view. Give yourself around 8 to 12 weeks time frame. Now you might be able to do it in 2 weeks if you are passionate, but I think the interview questions, and you may not be able to successful in first interview itself. You might have to go through 3 or 4 interview questions, and I would be interviews, and I would to be transparent with you. I'm not saying that, oh, it will be silver bullet or you will be get every job, and I want to be realistic as well, but yes, you'll definitely get a job, no doubt about it. So give yourself around 6 to 8 weeks, and maybe slightly depending on your situation, how quick learner you are, you can take slightly longer. But for us, you don't need to worry about. We are there to support you. It's in our interest for you to get result, because if you get result, I can then add you in one of my success stories, and I want my students to be successful so that I can show it to the entire world, because the more successful guys are, the more I can show off. The more I can show off, the more customers will come, or more Indians like you will come. So yes, it's all in my interest to have you being successful, please. Yeah. Oh, by the way, one more thing I want to say: if you're new and if you need more time to support, and say after the job, and you might say, oh, I want to start my 1 year support after I get a job. That's totally fine. Support is not a problem, because we want and we learn a lot from support, because when you're implementing these things, we know what's going on different market, different countries, and we can then bring it back inside the program. Yeah. Okay, Shiva is
Okay,
saying, let me take questions. Okay, 1 second. Shati, okay, there's a lot of messages are coming. Sathi Murthy is saying, I'm managing Citrix, infra and on-prem infrastructure. Is this helpful? Oh, of course, you're managing infra and on-prem infra. How do you manage that currently? Do you use Terraform? Do you use Ansible? Do you use uh, all that can be done through cloud automation, cloud formation can do. So yes, infrastructure management, infrastructure build will come under ops. So yes, definitely it will be helpful, Sathi. Okay, there's one more. I'm not sure this Sathi and then say Shiva is saying in which way DevOps is using in banking. Okay, so Sathi Murthy, it will be all for develop. It's for IT. So when your IT team, whether it's in banking, whether it's in telecom, whether it's retail, whether it's what other factor we are talking about, AI, machine learning, everyone needs to automate their process, and that is where the DevOps comes picture. DevOps is not specific to one technology. DevOps is not specific to a. It's in fact a collaboration of development and operations team, and wherever there is a IT involved, that is where DevOps will come into picture. I hope that makes sense. So banking needs IT, right? That's where your software run on. So that's what for this for. Okay, there's a few more. Okay, Shiva Kumar is saying, I'm in a Unix admin, currently getting chance to on dev. Okay, so Shiva is saying, and it's an interesting question. I'm a Unix administrator, currently getting a chance on DevOps, CI/CD platform automation in current job. I'm looking for new job and want what is perspective of learning AWS in fast pace and use for a job. Oh yes, um, what is the what is perspective of learning AWS in fast pace? You can learn, as I said, everything is available on the portal for you. So again, those who want to finish it in maybe weeks, 2 weeks time, everything is there for you. All the labs are there, theory part is there, presentations are there, videos of labs are there, and the previous batch recording are there. So you can watch them, and this with that you have a WhatsApp support, so you don't need to wait for Saturday. You don't need to go through all the modules. You learn and you ask questions, and then we help you with all that. So yes, Shua, brilliant question. Thank you. Okay, okay, Shiva, Dave is saying most banks in US are not moving to cloud due to issues of security after Capital One incident. Is that right? Not at all, Dave. This is not at all right. And this is just a myth that banks are not moving. In fact, I know a lot of banks. I don't know to name them, but I know a lot of banks move. There might be some, security requirement in terms of data requirement that they are not allowed to go out of US if it's a US. For example, I work with a lot of banks in UK, and we are allowed to keep the data within UK. That might be the reason, but there are ways to restrict, and there are companies, all of those companies do that. Now, on top of that, some sensitive information, there might be some government projects. Some guys might be saying, hey, think of them. If Department of Defense, which is the biggest security one, they can go into cloud, the whole NASA is running on the cloud, the or whole not I should not say whole NASA, lot of NASA's implementations are working on cloud. um, then banks are no exception. It's not like that they are not moving, they're implementing, but they are much more concerned about security, and that is where WAF, which we saw, web application firewall, the security firewall balancer, firewall level, implementation of firewall or software based firewalls are there. There are other ways to protect the network. So all those things they're implementing. Having said that, there is something called as outpost in AWS, or there might be something called as clouded customers. Some customers don't want to take their data out, so they bring the entire their compute, or they ask cloud vendor to subscribe to that. In AWS you have outpost, in Azure you have, I think, stack, in Oracle you have clouded customer. So like that, and I think it as Google also, I forgot the name what they use terminology, but you take the entire hardware and the software to customer premises and you run everything at customer premises, same thing. But DevOps principle will still be applicable at dev. Okay, let me move on to the next one. I think I've covered that question. Big congratulations for those, anyone who has still have questions. I've not picked it. There are still, I see a lot of you guys are here and a lot of questions are still there, were not answered. We have 3 more minutes. I think I'm tired right now. You might see from my face, you might recognize, but it's gone a little bit lengthier. 3 hours. I think it's one of those where we've done a couple of lengthy ones. It's one of them, definitely. So we'll have 2 more minutes, and after that, we'll wrap up it up.
Yeah, the next question is from Manish, and he is asking, I'm just a student doing my bachelor's, having prior interest in AWS. Is this still early for me to start? Because I don't have any experience in and work environment.
Oh, not at all, not at all. In fact, I'll give an example of two guys I know. The two guy or three guys now. Remember to my one is in UK and he's I think in second year he's doing AWS. There is a AWS ambassador program that is already there. And first of all, it's never too early or never too late to learn anything. And my mantra and my principle is if I want to start now, start yesterday. If you want to do something, do yesterday, which means do start couple of days or couple of months or couple of years before you want to do it, because um, it will help you, and it's never too early to do anything or never too late to do anything. We have I think someone joined recently or maybe a couple of weeks back, and I can connect you with the person in Germany. He's still studying, he's doing his masters. I know one from UK, he's doing, I forgot Aditya's name, in AWS program itself. um, that person is Aditya. He's doing he's in I think second year. In fact, I can think of come on, who's our team in Piyush. Okay, sorry, I was totally forgot. I go blank. I have so many guys in team. So Piyush, in fact, he was in final year when he came, and in one of the sessions, he said, "Oh, I want to do these sessions, and can I do this? And will I get a job?" And I said, if you get certified, I'll give you a job. And the guy was in fourth year. He did Kubernetes, which is one of the toughest certification, certified Kubernetes administrator, CK. He's here. A lot of my guys in my team, they are all have done, whom we have hired recently. They've all have done the certifications before coming to. They're in their final years. So a lot of guys already do it. It's never too late. And job is, in fact, you'll be the first one to be placed if you say that I'm certified. And if you're in India, I said I can hire you. I can connect you with a lot of other companies who are ready to hire in other countries if you are a student. Also, we help you with CV preparation, and there are a lot of guys here. Are their interviews are happening? It's just that be transparent with the customer and tell them that look, you're a student, and this is what you've done without any. Whatever we are going to teach you in as a project work, put that in your company as a or in your CV as a proof of concept. Brilliant. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up there. If time is up, we'll wrap it up. Is there any, well, we'll take one or two questions, and after that, guys, the bonus, which is Docker and Kubernetes on EKS, is now gone or not, no more be available. If you have any further questions, let's move on to the next one part, please.
Atul, I would just like to take one more question, which is
Sure,
from
please.
Satyamurthy. If I complete this course, do we able to manage on Microsoft Azure as well?
Okay, um, if you have the Microsoft Azure knowledge, then you can. But yes, the DevOps can connect to the other things. We have not done any labs where we can connect my Azure. I don't want to commit onto that. That yes, but you need to have the Azure knowledge for that. I don't want to commit to that, Sati. But if you have an interest on Azure, let me know. I don't want to commit. Microsoft Azure is a different. Microsoft Azure DevOps tools are totally different. And I don't want to say yes because Microsoft Azure has a big or different altogether different tools. But yes, you will be able to understand the concepts and you will be able to pick up Azure quickly if you do here. That's what the concepts and principle remain same. The technology is different. So I don't want to comment onto that. I don't want to promise that you'll be able to manage Microsoft Azure because you might need a little bit more knowledge on Microsoft on how it's being done on Azure. Satyamurthy, I hope that's clear and transparent. But yes, it will help you to understand the principles. Okay, so I think with that, we'll take one more. Sorry, we just go to the final slide. On there are still I think around. Oh wow, this big group is still here. Go to the next one slide. And guys, irrespective of whether you've decided to join or not, we'll still continue to add value. On a weekly basis, we add more and more content over YouTube channel. Can my team go on mute? I still see murmuring. um, uh, can everyone go on mute, please? So you see, this is a YouTube channel we do with, I think we have 10 or 15,000 plus subscribers on YouTube channel, and we have started focusing more and more, and we are doing more weekly video on this. So k21academy.com/YouTube, you will have a lot of information onto that. Make sure you subscribe to that. I think there are 15,000 subscribers onto this now. and we are adding on a weekly basis one video per week on this, so you'll learn a lot on. There's one more thing. Those who've decided to join the program, big congratulations, you'll be joining inside the WhatsApp group. But those who have decided not to join, you'll be joining Telegram. So if my team, whosoever is the screen, can you move to the next screen? This is the Telegram group I want you to join. Okay, yeah. So t.me/K21 Amazon AWS is the URL. We'll put in the chat window as well, or we should have received an email earlier. t.me/K21 Amazon AWS. This is a Telegram group. I do go but once in a week or maybe once in 2 weeks. I'm always on my WhatsApp group. Those who are paid, make sure you stay in WhatsApp group. Otherwise, otherwise you probably will be able to, or those who have decided not to join, make sure you give the Telegram so that you stay connected. And next time we have these sessions like that, we can inform you so you can attend any of these sessions in future. If you go back to the previous slide again and show one more time the final price, and we'll wrap it up after that, where we says the pricing. Go further down. We have 2 options for pricing. Yeah, whether you've decided or you're still borderline line, leave a phone number. If I missed your question, I know there's a lot of questions being, might have missed it. They might have gone up. We're going to go through all the questions and we'll go through and answer as many in the email. So over next 2-3 days, what's going to happen is we'll be sending you more useful information. We'll give you the link of this demo so you can do perform, and I'm releasing a video as well. I thought probably I can do much better in the video so I can explain these things in detail. So I'm going to give you the video about that's coming on our YouTube channel. So keep an eye on your inbox. Inside those who've joined the program, we are going to go much deeper into that so keep an eye on your inbox. We'll get a replay in next, probably by tomorrow or next 24 hours, if not sooner, but we'll try to do as soon as possible. If you have any questions related to program, if you're struggling, if you're anything, drop an email to or send your phone country code with the phone number, or if you want to speak to someone in my team, just leave your phone number with the country code. Someone from my team will be happy to give you a call. The bonus is gone for EKS. Bonus is gone. We still have those other bonuses, and discount will be for a little bit more time. But as soon as we hit those 50, we're going to close this as well, the bonuses as well, and we'll increase the price. So you have 2 options: 1 single payment of $497 or 6 monthly payment of $97 each. With that, this is Atul. Thank you everyone for still being here with us and asking questions as well. With that, this is Atul from Team K21 Academy. Thanks for registering for this class and asking questions. And big thank you, Arun, for you were brilliant. Thanks for doing brilliant job. And as I said, keep an eye on inbox. We're going to give some videos over the next few weeks. Take care and bye for now.